purpose, even if he has been nerfed into the ground.
Also, the interesting thing about the Sylas pickup here is it meant that we got to wait until the last.
That feels really bad, as there's the flash in. They are getting something done here as Nuclear, no flash, no life, first blood for Turkey on the
Storylines for this team is hold it.
Yeah, we're fighting again. Nuclear is at full health, but Beryl not so good. Flashes board, Shield of Daybreak, Tolerant, battle dancing to try and get out one more auto, and Nuclear's gonna answer back.
TP?
Bottom side, we got teleports, we got a party on the bottom side. 3 versus 2, Nuclear's dead once again. Is it gonna be a double? I think the answer's gonna be yes, and Royal Youth are attacking the weakness of Damwon beautifully in this early.
They try to play it. You can see, pretty much written in stone, TP behind him. Thanks.
Canyon looking for a potential game in the mid lane. Pulls on cooldown here as Nogari throws down a defensive Hemo Plague. Tides of Blood in. We'll see whether he actually turns it around. At the same time, we've got all 3 lanes being shoved, in fact. Pilot topside as the quickness comes in. Shield of Daybreak's going to put a stop to it as Closer dives on in. That's a great ulti that's going to run around the Baron pit, but I don't think it's enough damage. That's the kill under the Kiana, just destroyed as Pilot has to flash in. Nuclear. As if he stuns him, there's going to be Killer Instinct opportunity, but he's not going to be able to because there's just no one there to get any CC, so he's eaten Royal Youth. Just steal away the Infernal Drip.
Yeah, and here's the thing. You saw Damwon was set up. I was like, ah.
But does see him on a ward.
But in time to get the plates for Nuclear, which I think is the big thing right now, because Kaisa was not doing well in between a lot of those items, just sitting with the BF sword. So that was some very much needed gold for Nuclear, the safe dive, and he's buying time for Royal Youth on the other side of the map. So cross map, Royal Youth out trading. I don't know what he was doing.
It's a bothersome ability for a commentator.
You're like looking for Leona. Where
I know, right? Where is she? She was in the mid lane.
I think it was against the minion.
It's gonna get a nerf, all right? You heard the stories about Nogari is we've got an ultimate into the wall, looking for the one-shot and Closer finds it all too easy onto Canyon, and that's not all they're saying here as Beryl goes down to about half health. Showmaker trying to return the favor as Nogari does get forward. Big stun there, finds the backline as Beryl goes golden, but there's a Vladimir now here. Kiana gets a second kill, the Hemo Plague onto 2, but they've moved out of the way of the Vlad, and Damwon, they just lose started. Pilot does get slowed down, but remember, does still have the ultimate, and they just brute force the outer turret in the mid lane, not wanting any more, and less here today. So they have a lot of Baron vision, and that's a decent grand entrance. Canyon just insta-pops him, though. Nothing that he can do about that one. Supreme display of talent might be a problem, but Nuclear has the heal, keeps himself alive. Closer, running the hell out of there, as now we've got 2 different fights, and it's being won for the moment. Shield trying to get the work done. Kingslayer is going to keep him healthy as low health bars. On Damwon's side, it's pretty clean, but Nuclear is going to go down. They're chasing after the Croc, but it looks like he's created enough distance. And Showmaker pops back to the distortion, destroys the Sylas, and finally Damwon.
Artist on that Renekton looked like he might have turned the fight, but again, the mobility came in, and it was slivers of health from Damwon to walk away. Caster curse. Sorry, Armand.
Yeah, you certainly didn't need. Probably, in a lot of analysts' eyes, better than 3 Ocean Drakes.
I mean, if we're constantly ducking in and out of fights, I'd give it to the Ocean.
I guess it's all right. As Supreme deploy talent, and see you later, Showmaker, Closer.
Kiana being banned, that you just forget how quickly she can move on a map.
Well, Beryl actually out of position here. Not going to find too much, but does get the Zenith Blade, which is largely defensive, not defensive enough, as he's taken down by...
Closer was the make or break difference for while Royal Youth are here.
That is another pop. Canyon eventually goes golden as we've got a huge ult into the wall once again, but Kiana's dead as the Supreme display of talent goes down. Hemo Plague into the backline, but Beryl's already dead, and Pilot with a double kill, but Nogari at full health. Keep your eye on him. All of the damage still up for Damwon as Nuclear is flashing into 3 people, but is still going to survive, and Damwon are angry. They don't want to lose team fights like this, but it's an even one in the end.
And you can see those windows where Royal Youth are like, we've got it, we've done them, we've beat them, we can transition into a Baron, but then it's like the final bosses show up and do this.
For Pilot, nope, not gonna find him.
Thinking about the setup, and it's Damwon Gaming who are just going back into mid lane, getting priority, shoving it out, and then moving in and clearing out the vision. And because Royal Youth aren't taking account of their lane,
they have had control of these side waves much more effectively as Closer tries to do it once more. I don't think it's gonna work though, as Canyon just closes the gap. And Amit's gonna have to slice his way out. Shield also trying to abduct, but that's a really nice hijack soul. That's a lot of damage onto this Baron as well. Already down to half health as Amit Dominus pre-popped to start this one up. He's sliced in, he's dicing out as the Baron is dead for Damwon Gaming. The Solar Flare comes in, he tries to commit to it, but the Crocodile was already dead. At all, but you get more wards. We love playing with wards, Frosco. As we've got another team fight as well, and that is a very dead Showmaker.
Didn't check the time.
A little bit overly ambitious there and didn't actually have his timepiece available as there's the Feather Storm. So much damage, but Nuclear dive bombs into the backline and gets himself the triple.
Was that really Nuclear's damage, though, or was that...
No, it was not, but he was the one that had his name on the triple kill, all right?
I'm pretty sure that was the Vladimir damage. You saw the Spellbinder, the Void Staff, the hat, and the timepiece come out, and this boy hits like a truck. Look at that.
Yep, this is a 1v2, not one, mate. Oh, dear. Noguri just turns around and kills him. That can be your shoes this time. That's what the Crocodile's turning into as Nuclear turns up towards the bottom side, and Closer is already out of there. 1 kill away from an ace as the inner turret is going to be falling bot side and mid. And now the inhibitor turret going to be the next one on the chopping block.
And what felt like a very back and forth game in terms of the fights, the fact that Royal Youth did not go silently, that they kept trying to stand up, take their shots at Damwon Gaming, got a couple of cheeky ones in there on the bot lane, but eventually, like you said, Damwon just fell back to their macro, fell back to their micro, and are now just brute forcing this game away from Royal Youth.
Yeah, it's looking pretty scary. 2 inhibitors go down, and now all of a sudden, that gold lead has ballooned to the tune of 11,000, and no longer do we have the advantage with the Infernal Drakes because that was evened out. Tolerant still actually looking for more as that's a solar flare. It's going to land onto Pilot. Can they kill him before he can? Yes, they certainly can. 4 members down here, and you don't go chasing up a very dark lane when there's potentially Damwon Gaming members waiting, and now it looks like they might be just trying to go for the end of the game. Only 1 member down, but it is Pilot. He's certainly a lot of the damage here for this squad. Did have those 3 items that we talk about so often. And now the siege is on. Tolerant tries to find the CC, but he's not going to be able to. Noguri goes into his pool, but Tolerant's still alive for now. Nexus turret not so lucky. Still, 1 more does remain, and Canyon makes his way back in. He's got a GA. He can actually use that to try and get aggressive onto this last remaining turret.
They want a style.
Oh, yes. As in he goes, he's in the fountain, tries to get the 1-shot onto Closer, but can't actually do it. The Nexus turret not going to be so lucky, as now the Nexus is that focus done when it took longer than a lot of people expected, but they will be able to win their first game at Worlds. This team qualifies in 2019.
HKA would round out, though. I really like the Corki pick because you can have the early Hex Drinker itemization into the Syndra to just deny the all-in unless Syndra gets snowballed that farther ahead of you, so I think it's super safe. Otherwise,
basically means nothing at this stage. We'll see whether the Rek'Sai can find something now as
Flash
Lloyd
play?
tunnels on forward. That's going to be that flash play that you were talking about, and Lloyd going to be flashing as well. Another hook going to land as First Blood comes on over.
Actually, as a level 9 Syndra, if he hits you, he will chunk you out of the fight.
Well, we'll see whether he can hit this one as he throws down the orb. Valkyrie now on cooldown as the rest of HK moving on up. We've got a teleport to come in. Mega are committing to this fight. Good stun is going to land. Stolen is the Mountain Drake, but the kill is going to go over.
Position on this map. Here comes the TP.
Yep, another TP into another pit, this time on the north as we've got a flash, but the hook is going to land. The Scatter the Weak was good this time as G4, they're trying to deliver it to him, but a couple of plates here. Shelly will pile on through and gets the most valuable turret here for Mega.
So set it up, and then they just immediately had to use it to make the most bang for their buck. But now my concern is with the map being so open now, these start the Infernal. Not maybe my favorite call, but I think they'll get it.
Yeah, they are certainly going to get it. It was right under the noses of HK.
They have the gold lead right now, sitting in between a lot of different item breakpoints. We talked about that bridge where you need 3Z to really pop off.
Looking for the solo kill. The flash comes in. He outplays him. No! Oh, he never even hit him, so it's an execution. So in theory, that's good news for 3Z, but man, that was so close and then so far.
Round two, up top, let's go.
Yeah, we land a stopwatch really nicely as G4. He's like, I got no buttons left, can't do anything, and he's going to be dead. The rest of his team turn up, but they're way too late. Still a 3v3, and it looks like they want it as Dale's going to use his rocket jump to close the gap. It's Crash! Oh my God, Pop, that was He's certainly attacking a side lane. He is very, very deep. And Crash is here just flanking as well. Looks for Agatha or the Gronk on the blue side of the map. For those of you who don't watch the LCK. And Mega are just going to go on down and pick up their second Mountain Drake, meaning that if a Baron is something they want to look at, they're not going to have to look at it for very long.
And now see the experience difference between 3Z and Rocky. We've been watching him just punch down on Rocky all game long.
September just passed, unfortunately.
We were, what, right on the... This game's decided by Mission or Daeul. Does Daeul just get to hit people, chunk them out, walk out to a tower, and force them off? Or will Mission use his TP and help out his Quinn bottom, please?
Well, 3Z is taking inner turrets on his own, so maybe doesn't need too much help at this stage.
Rocky just gave up.
Yeah, well, I would too, to be honest. He hasn't been having a great time.
Okay, here comes a potential package flank.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to do that one.
Corgi taking on a little bit of a walk here. Make sure you get that exercise in if you're going to be playing that skin as Lloyd.
He's basically
barely missed by that one.
He's playing middly right now on the
An inhibitor turret fell down. 3Z now going to try and kill the crocodile and should be able to do it very comfortably. And if he doesn't kill the croc, he will kill this inhibitor. There's now the slice, the dice, the vault. And no, Rocky, you're not doing nothing. And 3Z's just abusing this
time. They're using the TP. They're going all in right now. They don't have the bottom inhib. This is it.
Right, we're going for a 50-50, boys. 2,000 health now on the
stolen
by Crash. HKA. Can they win the team fight afterwards? Crash is going to go down very, very low. But Mission destroys Lloyd. Rocky goes golden, but then goes into the death chamber. A double kill. Now for Mission, Pop's going to go down. And the Zaya grabs one of them as well. Eminem picks it up. And now HKA, they're going to look at the enemy base and go, oh, what happened to that? It's already been destroyed.
Exactly. They're going to TP down. This is going to be the end of the game. Mega got stalled out on the Baron for what felt like years. The indecision there. How were they going to attack the map? And it was HKA with better fundamentals on the day, on the back of 3Z, split up the map, stole the Baron, and will now steal the game.
And I love this as a lesson. The price of indecision. Mega, they had the mid game. They had the control. They didn't use it, and now the Nexus will fall on their side of the map. HKA successful in their first game at Worlds. Well, that is an Aatrox, and that is still going to be locked in. Flamengo valuing the comfort on the champion, regardless. The Ruthless Predator, which could just spell death here. He goes for it, the flash in to try and guarantee, but Canyon presses his buttons in the wrong times. It doesn't even matter though. First blood goes down.
To his Krugs. Otherwise, his camps were all down. He was going to be spending time towards bot lane, which means that Showmaker can continue to play aggressive.
That's the flash in. Halo Blades needs to be respected, but the seismic shove is going to land. Robo is going to come down and does get there first, but still Canyon trying to juke around. Goku gets on in there, and Showmaker, so much damage. The first kill does go over to Flamengo, but Robo is looking for another one. Noguri completely out of mana. What was he doing there? A double kill to Flamengo. Shrimp's on the board.
And this is so important. Again, remember, Damwon chose to split the map, and Shrimp has now broken and ripped it back. Don't play with that, though.
Yeah, Showmaker, a lot of damage, but didn't have... They are ahead in gold, though. Those couple of kills certainly were good news. We're going to find the Ruthless Predator, though, as Canyon looking for it. Infernal Chains land, but it's going to be onto the Crocodile, and they don't even need the Seismic Shove until the very end. And another kill. Goes Shrimp and Goku. This is frightening. We are going to get the flash forward. That's the Pop Blossom, and Pop goes the rise. All too easy for Flamengo as Showmaker, he wants it. It's a big call to me because now he's focusing on the Rek'Sai. He'll get that kill, and now Goku has to run away. A 1-for-1 after the teleport. Frosco, and this is Canyon on the bottom side of the map. I've never seen this before as Beryl's going to dive forward, wants to get the stun. The seismic shove avoided just so narrowly. Lucy, oh God, the turnaround for Flamengo. Confidence plays that were answered with the same level of confidence as Noguri. Caught in transition, the Hail of Blades certainly a problem. Sidestepping though, and that's a seismic shove you didn't want to get caught in. Beryl doesn't get the stun, but the fling back's there and the double kill comes down for Canyon. The RTT that has it, that can be a problem because he is such a powerhouse for this squad. Bit of a dive topside though, as that's another seismic shove. You've got to be looking for them circles.
End of Showmaker.
Well, Cloud Drake is going to be taken here by Flamengo comfortably, 10 minutes into the game. Now Shelly has reared her head in her own pit. We'll see whether we do get any swaps. Canyon was still topside, waiting for another counter gank, as we are going to have Beryl. He face checks, the hook is going to land, the playback's in, and he just explodes. Lucy
to the lane, and it looks like we're finally going to have the swap come in. You can see BRTT Lucy, they had that clever little trap play. They're now walking up top here, but Riftchild is going to be the next objective on the table, and Showmaker after this back is going to be a really big deal.
With our, I believe, 8 of them that we had yesterday. It was a ludicrous amount of Ocean
For
Drakes.
CC setup. Gonna
If
try it
first
again.
you don't succeed, bring a friend and try again as Noguri. 4 people around him, and he should get taken down, but Seraph's had completed. He survives for a little bit longer, and now Showmaker jumps on top of Shrimp. Pop Blossoms there, finds no one, as Beryl looks for the reset, but doesn't get it. The Void Seeker comes from the back end, and Nuclear locks him down as Showmaker is underneath the turret, feeling comfortable. comfortable, but now Robo's turned up. If he gets some of these kills, it's going to be so huge, but he can't find any. Finally, the root comes in, and Goku locks down Barrel.
And that is but it does buy time in the end for Damwon Showmaker to get the spot tower.
Yep, Showmaker here available.
And this is the formation that Damwon are going to continue to throw out. Again, it's pairing up either the support or the jungler with this Renekton somewhere.
Something like that is not a gold lead that you can really hang your hat on as Barrel. Going to be face checking, gets snared up immediately, but that's a great bone skewer as Shrimp goes gold and wants to take the Latin, but can't. Great timing on the shove there as Lucy going to be taken down so damn low, and Nuclear dives into the back line. Blast Cone is god tier, and I don't think it's enough as just the edge of the Culvermeek there from Showmaker locks down the kill. Good side step, but the root's in, and BRTT is going to be taken down. Pop Blossom onto 3 members. It's a big one, but the death from below is going to be in, and Showmaker locks down the Nico as well. The flash from Noguri is so...
Rapid fire wasn't completed in the last fight. BRTT completed it upon death, and that's the reality of
able to avoid the engage.
I'm going to say that I think Canyon's ultimate actually closed Showmaker around from the flank, but they immediately used the Rise ultimate. They're now on the Baron. That is a Mountain Drake.
Yep, Realm Walk towards the Baron pit. We'll see whether they got enough damage, and they certainly do. The Baron is dead in about 4 seconds. And Lucy now flashing to try and get a play, but misses the hook. It's a fight on a couple of fronts as Noguri's trying to get out of the way as the Seraph Shield is gigantic. The rest of the fight is going well, though, as the Rek'Sai does eventually take down the Rise. But now the resets. The Pop Blossom comes forward, but it's onto a Golden Canyon as Robo's down to about half. Shrimp is out of this fight, but Goku's landing the snares. Can he get it again? No, he can't. He's diced up by the Crocodile as Canyon out of mana, just driving by Nuclear. Grabs that kill off the back end, and it's an ace out of nowhere. Because like you say, when you've just got the back lines fighting each other, just wasn't good enough. Speaking of not good enough, this is what happens. The damage trough that BRTT is in right now, that low damage number is purely based
That's top lane. And because, again, Renekton is so far ahead of the clock, BRTT doesn't need 3 items, he needs 4 items. Before
You've got a Crocodile top lane, you've got a Kai'Sa mid lane, and the rest of them are hanging around the bottom side. Robo caught behind the wall, wants to Umbral dash in, but not going to be able to. Has to take a Lantern in order to get out. Showmaker, in the meantime, 1v1 against Goku, but is he going to be able to get held down? That's what this comp could theoretically do. The Culvermeek is gigantic. The rest of the team coming on over. It's a 1-for-1 so far, as the death from below did register lots of money as Noguri picks up yet another kill. But the towers are crumbling, and it's too little too late from Flamengo.
There's 1 inhib, looks to be followed by 2 more. Damwon could look for the end here.
Yeah, Lucy just dies as an afterthought. As Robo now snared up, Noguri underneath turrets. He loves it here. That seems like his natural habitat. Getting towards the fountain, the pullback beautiful by Barrel, but Robo does have some of the damage still available. Gets one of them. It's just not enough. Flamengo on their fountain. Nuclear now playing gatekeeper as Nexus turrets are getting destroyed. There are 4 billion minions as they're on the fountain. Robo is taken down as the minions are tanking up the damn fountain laser. As now Goku's going to fall. Nuclear's going to use his flash because he may as well. And finally, the Nexus gets its due. Damwon 2-0 on their first.
Where it gets a little bit interesting. Where's the Pantheon going to go? Obviously, a lot of potential for swaps here. And it's a similar story on the opposite side as the Syndra will be headed into the bot lane in the hands of Celebrity. And a bit rough for G4 there to miss the spear, although now we see outside the hook follow-up. That might just be enough. The Ignite is going down. Dale's running for his life. The Kai'Sa the flash forward. He's got to get it. I love the hook misses. Support. Now Pop not going to be able to make it out safely. They're slowly trying to burn him down. Does Syndra have the cooldowns to make this happen? Pop running for his life is going to make it out in the end. Only a single kill. There's DN.
He cancelled!
He cancels with the wall.
But of course, nothing will come his way.
All right, instant stun comes in, blocks the follow-up damage. Of course, has the next ability will be empowered, and I see the instant flash in.
Yes.
Ooh, got huge damage there, Discrepancy. You've got the Serrated Dirk, you've got the Corrupting Potion, very easy lane, and now he's on the top side of the map. Are they going to go for this? He leaps in, going to block as much damage as possible. Pantheon tanky, but he just doesn't take anything back. Hani now running for his life. The sweep is there, can't sidestep it. Rocky's going to walk side of MG, but Not really enough that's going to allow them access to pick comfortably.
Flash!
Easy, the follow-up. G4 can't block it.
Rotating already. Venus and Celebrity will be here long before the Kaiser can at all. Rocky's in.
The Lee Sin locked up. DNK, though, now just going to get finished off. But the Rift Herald has reset. Celebrity on the way. What can he get done? The Syndra stun not going to connect. Tawny coming in as well, but the GP does not have enough items to be a massive threat. Lloyd going to walk away with a sliver of health, but Artifact is on the hunt. Venus will go down on one side, Lloyd on the other, and Rocky has stayed too long. Gets taken out in the end. That's the 2-for-1. Blades left up and standing, but the Demolish proc will finish the tower off. The Celebrity gets a bit more support. Artifact coming up.
Sides of the map being heavily traded here. Outer turret falls in the bottom side.
Approaches. Finally, the Tuli and the Pantheon are together. Really cannot step forward against that. Herald will crash once, but Mega don't want to push for anything else here. Happy with just the single tower. Will give up the Herald after that.
Yeah, super hard to continue anything like that. Mid turret, top turret. Pretty big prize for them here. A bunch of gold re-injected back into their wallets. Certainly feels nice, and an open map right now kind of feels good.
Just have not seen it whatsoever. DNK, though.
Stuns on.
Fishing
Q's on.
He's going to hit on the Lloyd. Lloyd cannot survive, and now Pantheon's all on his lonesome. Celebrity flashing out. Syndra still alive, but the rest of the team now moving in. The Kaisa has joined. The shutdown is there for Rocky. He's fishing for a little bit more. The threat locked up, sure to be taken out, but Artifact. Conqueror now proc. Conqueror activated. Fishing for Daewoo. A good flash out, but it's not going to be enough. Daewoo taken down in the end as Pop now has to run for his life. Lowkey are just going to clean him up here. No hope left for the Nautilus. Taken down by Hani in the end. Soul Laners, yes, GP is suffering, but look at the Akali, look at the Syndra, the tower difference now going to start up. Hasn't really cost them too much quite yet in this game. That said, you still see in the gold graph, steadily falling behind.
Can he stop this one?
Is he going to try to grab
he
himself?
gets it.
Lee Sin locked up, a good amount of CC, but the barrel's there. It's not even going to matter. Can't click the lantern.
Too much vision in the bot side jungle. Know if anybody is following. Of course, Lloyd.
Hook goes
in the camp right now. Okay.
Celebrity's going to try to find it, but it's Celebrity caught in the midst of the team. A perfect use of the Kaisa ult is going to save his life, and he gets taken down, biting off way more than
10 members just start rotating to the play. In the cleanup, Celebrity, now Mega, still looking for more.
Artifact dashing out, good buffer there, now pulling in the Pantheon, deleted. Huge barrel and a kick to finish it off. Yeah, so here we are. Okay, so this is good.
Still opting in forwards. Lloyd has made his way up here. Point and click stun lands.
Artifact now going to try to retreat. Now goes in on Lloyd. Sees an opportunity to finish off a very squishy target. He gets one, and he's just going to look for two. Artifact is on the hunt. G4 is not enough. A double kill. It's too clean.
And DNK does not even need the button, and now straight onto the Baron buff are Lowkey.
Start moving into this one, 11K and dropping. It doesn't look like we're even going to see the contest coming in from Mega. Rocky's too busy in the side lane, doesn't have TP either, but it's a long, slow Baron. Daewoo now barreling down the mid lane. Look to break a tier 2 in the meantime, so willing to trade this one. You know, 3K drops should not lead to a dropped Nexus tower, but is taking a bit.
Yeah. Not a lot of damage when you don't have an AD carry.
Boys, let's wrap
these opportunities, because right now they're not in a good spot. GP pushing bot line. He goes all the way to the turret now with respect to the play, but Lowkey just incredibly strong. And to pressure this.
Right now, Ejim, I think this is where you get scared if you're Mega, because you know if you make a mistake, you're going to lose an inhibitor, and there's so much threat.
Top side. Hook goes out. He's going to land.
Next to the Pantheon now pulls it back to the Nautilus. Going to pitch for the re-engage. G4 now goes forward, but instantly taken out as a support on the opposite side. The Zanya's the first one used. Rocky steps forward. The timing is a little bit off, and escape is not going to happen. A Cathy Rain will take him down, and now the Akali has been locked up, caught in the midst of it. It is a Hex Tech ultimatum. The ultimatum gonna be death and the long, slow goodbye.
As the only threat to the Kaiser at this point is Artifact. He's big, he can get it done, but only one person to deal with. Rocky once again looking for the side lane. We saw it before.
Getting caught out, could be a massive pick. Voiceseeker comes in. Now the rest of the team trying to fish. Talia's there to make sure no one else can follow, and that's going to be the single pick onto the likes of Hani. Now G4 steps forward. Artifact has stayed way too long. It's there. Can he grab his way out? No, he has to leap out to safety. Artifact pulling back, uses the gunblade just to make sure no one else can follow. Mega perfect access to the pit, but they've only taken out one on the opposite side.
40 seconds left on the jet timer, though. A lot of time to play with hooks on, though.
Hooks can't afford to make a mistake like that. Taxis him out to safety. Lloyd still manages to escape. They mess it up. They can't kill the jungler. G4, though, caught in no man's land. Will there be any follow-up? Seismic shove does not connect. So many low health bars. No longer do I was 3-4K for the side of Lowkey, and now just swinging right back to even. Small advantages as little objectives get picked up, but the cloud will drop for Mega. Dramatic irony for our boy Lloyd.
G4, no.
Not like this. Oh my god, instantly they're going to delete him. That's going to be an easy pick. The Death Brush finds its first victim. The kick follow-up will not be there, though. Artifact could start to fish. Dash is over with the first charge of the ultimate, but now it looks like Rocky sees an opportunity to go all in on Hani. DNK now fishing, trying to charge for a little bit more. Going in on Deloitte, and Artifact jumping into the backside. Daewoo in his sights. That's so much damage to the shield. He's waiting for it to fade. But no, the knockup comes in from the Nautilus. Pop now flashing out to safety, but DNK continues the chase. Big damage traded back, but not enough. Now it's going to be complete and clear access to the Baron from the side of Lowkey.
It is 2 picks enough to take this one down. G4 or GP in the side lane.
Dodging as much as he can, but hookshot wall dive is all it's going to take. The flash out, not going to be enough. Precision protocol. They don't have an AD carry. They do so little damage. This is taking too long. Lowkey need to get out of the pit. Daewoo is now coming in. They're all going to get wiped if they stay for too long. Rocky now in the midst of the entire team. They need to get Daewoo out, but this is a Kai'Sa's dream. If Artifact doesn't finish his kill, it could turn. It's all on Artifact. Can he take Daewoo out? He will get the shutdown. That's massive for Lowkey. And the resurrection comes in for Rocky, but he's in the midst of the pit. Now G4 is on the hunt. The Pantheon, the Grand Starfall.
He's dead!
The day, the triple kill. Celebrity gets one back, but no, the shutdown. G4 needs to finish it. I don't think he can do it. The Pantheon, the Empowered Auto is the double kill. Artifact, he's continuing. He wants the challenge. He wants it, and he's gonna get it. Artifact. Farm your lanes. Let's go right back to the pit.
Yeah, potentially. The good thing, okay.
That's massive. Jungler dead instantly.
The 4 Barons up.
No ulti, of course, for the Kai'Sa, but steadily coming back off cooldown. 6k and getting lower. She shreds the Baron. This should be an easy pickup. Can they find the steal? Can they get it in the end? Mega now coming in massive Pantheon ult. They're just going to clean up this fight. It's too easy. Dale not going to get locked down. Rocky making sure Artifact can't get anything else done. The AD carry is still alive. Mega are wiping the floor with Lowkey. They're making it look so easy as Hani just runs for his life. Nothing left for him. Mega playing with their food a little bit. The ult comes off cooldown. They proc this one. The GP maybe hoping to fish for a kill. This could be a difference maker. Hani now needs to be careful. Brayseeker's going to give it to him. Dale gets it. Mega just going to run straight down the mid lane.
And that's exactly what they needed. The perfect combo of the team fight, already picking up the Baron buff. Base broken. DNK is up, but it's 30 seconds on a relevant carry. This is going to be incredibly hard to defend here from Lowkey.
Lee Sin's going to need a miracle kick if he wants to buy enough time for the rest of his team. Getting lower and lower. It feels like this just has to be it, Ejim. Mega moving in, making up for their mistakes early in the day. And here versus Lowkey Esports and the VCS, they'll find their first win.
Throwing it up into the Renekton topside. You have range to deal with, and that makes sense, and that is going to be the case.
And a very terrifying prospect.
Towards the bottom lane. You can see him pathing right now, but that's an engage.
Pulling out. Needs to take the lantern back to safety, taking his time, but they put a ward on top of it. BRTT can't click it. That's going to be first blood coming through for
a little bit of gold and a little bit of respite there for the bottom lane of Royal, but the window is the big thing. Closer.
Oh,
does get slept.
Body block is going down. Draven.
That's it.
It's not going to be the countdown, but still comes through, and now they're fishing for the fight. Pilot running for his life. He has no mana left. BRTT on the hunt. Tolerant in the pit, and Goku gonna snipe it away. And why not start the Dragon 2? Flamengo popping off.
Yeah, very easy access to the Dragon pit. That's gonna get cleaned up, and exactly what they needed. Gold lead wrestled back. BRTT has to feel good about that one, and position to respond right now, and Lucy's in.
Forward, Tolerant now locked up. The entire team is here. The Nautilus kicked back, going through. BRTT desperately wants his kill. Tolerant, can he make it out to safety? One more auto, but no, Lucy takes it.
Likes to play around the early game.
Oh, Robo.
Doing just that. Pilot's Now
retreating. They know which one is the correct Nico. No mana, though. Massive creep wave. Robo can use the ult to get the shield. Pilot just forced back, but there's the card this. Uses the ult, wants to get the shield.
Oh, he does!
Clean display of the talent, but there, Armand now running for his life. BRTT,
he gets it.
He gets the cash in. Money
the gold lead starting to emerge. First brick is going to go the way of the Brazilian representatives as well, and it goes to BRTT.
And now, the BT completed the extra pickaxe. Still, of course,
the contest.
Oh,
there it is.
This has to be scared. One thing the Zoe's going to be good at. Huge damage coming in. And also the Zoe are terrifying to play against. They had the vision set up a single.
This one out, but mid turret looks to be actually dead. Redemption's going to get popped. That was just stolen there from the Zoe. Mid lane turret super impactful as up a long range, and a single mistake. We have seen Baron's thrown at this tournament, but okay.
Shrimp now moving in closer, just instantly taking out the Draven. Now spots out Pilot. They've seen him in the jungle, and now BRTT is on the hunt. Tolerant is not a threat. He does not have a lantern.
Flash.
He will not get a chance. Now trying to get it out to safety. The double.
Even at the play, top turret just going to get wailed on by the Zoe, and the fight's still going down here.
Trying to get Robo, but that's the wrong target. Tolerant. Robo trying to make it out to safety. Will go down in the end. Style points for ducking out on the not ult there, but not enough. BRTT now setting his sights on the tier 2. Goku going to take the top tier 1, and the gold lead just good sidestep. Thresh is coming. Seal has to pull a miracle.
They get there.
Sleepy Drum Bubble will connect. no chance to proc the Aftershock. That means it's going to be big damage onto the Nautilus. Knockback Tolerant now in trouble. The Masher has gone down and they're on the hunt.
Reset comes from everybody but Shrimp. Interested to see if he does actually just stay on the map, but...
Moving on to the bottom side, we'll spot out, it looks like 2 members of the enemy team won't be able to cancel the back, but now Flamengo know that they are free to push forward and try to pressure this objective. Robo continuing to threaten, throws out the hose. If Closer doesn't land these Skittles, he's going to die, but he does a ton of damage. He's forcing the flash out. Robo still with his flash up and available. Much time for the rest of the team. Massive damage from the Draven ult. Armut now caught in the midst of the team. Eliasson going in. The kick flash back. Shrimp coming through clutch, but Pilot will live in the end. Big damage from the Karthus will not be enough to get anything done in that exchange. BRTT though. Oh! That is so 1k damage crits to these minions. Flamengo are just destroying Royal Youth.
And Robo on the other side, he didn't get the kill onto Closer. The resets come through, but now TP to the bottom side. They are unrelenting in their pressure. Looking for the pick over the wall. Tolerant. Is the hook going to land? No, Pink Ward drops.
BRTT not afraid to step forward here. Making the most of that Bloodthirster shield. Pressing forward, this could be the final siege. Eyes on the Azir and on the Kaisa to try to keep this game alive. The Karthus good damage. BRTT locked up, but it's not enough. There's the stopwatch you talked about, Egypt, and now he's caught out. The combo is there. They're killing everyone. It's an absolute slaughter. Flamengo dominating the competition. Armut is too little too late because BRTT is here. The Draven is out, and Flamengo are moving in as they will find their first win in the play-in stage. The crowd in Berlin is alive with the name of Mega Esports.
And almost a poetic
Flexibility in the solo lane.
Okay, GP, gonna be the response. Kind of just a top tier pick in the meta right now. Very standard stuff. Him his flash, one of Gragas's best tools, loses him the blue buff.
Now going in on the bottom side. Leona stepping forward. Aftershock has been procced. She's so incredibly tanky celebrity. Now going in for a bit more. Unify trying to get it, but Venus goes in. That's a bloodthirsty support. The Ignite is down, but he stayed for too long. He gets thrown back. Dangerous, dangerous play, but first blood going to Unified.
Crash still wants it. Cocoon cooldown will be coming up in a sec. DNK goes
Has the
forward.
Water Blade. Artifact now getting aggressive. So much early game Tristana damage. The spells are going to be more than enough. Crash manages to find one back, but Artifact needs to be careful. The input bumper.
Artifact!
Fishing for the Sivir. Wants one more kill. Grabs it. Has the reset again. Are they going to look for another kill onto Ooh, Crash. Gets caught out here, but now going to fish for one back. Has the blue buff, has the extra damage, is going to go in. He can clean this one up. Celebrity has no mana left. The Elise can just look to chase the Scatter of the Week. That's the last that they have for damage. The Pike Hook has to dodge it. He makes it out, and now we're going to have to hold that thought because here comes DNK. Knows that there's no flash. Water Blade comes in. Big slow, though, coming through. DNK just going to clean that one up. Mission goes. Still waiting to see the big impact from this pick, but that will not be this moment at this stage. Good stun comes out. Aftershock to make sure it's safe. The Pike now has to be careful. Unified no mana left, but gets a bit more of a hit down there. GP Cannon Barrage now coming in. Unified needs to run for the hills. Venus trying to fish for this one. Kaiwing, good damage on the Pike, but it's not going to be enough. Celebrity grabbing the kill. Now the Pike needs to run for his life. Crash is here. This is where all the gold has gone. Can he get anything done? Venus now has to be careful. One more auto can do it, but no! Venus walking away. The creeps will not finish him off.
Barrage does damage, but the slow speed mid lane.
Now retreating. The Ignite is down. Kaiwing fishing for the hook, but the Elise has not come back down yet. Artifact's going to live. Crash, a massive fumble. Why did he not go for the Tristana? It must have been out of range. Lowkey. There's no threatening cooldowns. They just walk in and they take more. The Demolish procs. It's going to be
Venus
easy.
is here.
Venus is here. He has the Moby boots and Crash with all that extra
Jump.
flash. Back. Going to finish this one off. Another reset. Pop, pop. This time he doesn't get the buffer, but he doesn't even need it. Needs to walk out to safety, though.
Oh,
no! He can't do it! The Death Realm made sure he can't escape. 3Z is going to be happy with that one. The whole team showing up, but Mordekaiser level 6. The hook is there. Venus, if he gets hit, they aren't going to focus onto him, though. A lot of good damage, but Artifact is here waiting in the wings, and that means that Mountain will go over, and that's about it.
Maybe it's like GP barrels, the attack speed. You lock them in the Death Realm, I can imagine, like the attack speed, like they can't go anywhere.
The Gragas Bloodlust, and instead we'll set his sights on the tower once again. The Tristana coming through with the Demolish. Meal just constantly by the likes of Rocky. Artifact, though, once again stepping in. No ultimate this time for Mission. He's on the hunt. Flash forward, manages to get it, leaps right back out and continues pushing the wave.
But is he going to get picked off by Kaiwing? The ulti, the Pike can clean this up. There it is.
Has to be careful, though. No rocket jump means he can't put buffer. This one cut.
Stunned?
That just feels like a travesty. Kaiwing Abysmal move. Two members standing right in front of each other. Does not hook past them. Tries to predict the juke and costs him so much. Pyke dead before the fight even starts, but HKA still seem ready to contest. Don't want to give this a follow, but instantly goodbye to the Sivir. Free pick off the Gragas cast. Comes back. Crash. The most fed member of the team now has to run for his life as the rest of the team desperately tries to sneak the dragon away in the meantime. Celebrity now on a killing spree and disaster for the side of HKA.
Yeah, all of a sudden, 30 seconds, that's an ulti.
Trying to get something back. DNK now going to be in trouble. 3Z can't step forward. They have to be careful. 3Z still has ult up and available. He will not hit the GP, but he can just turn right on the Celebrity if he wants to. Syndra already with most of her major cooldowns gone. No flash either, but no ult for mission means LK are just going to walk in and take the dragon away.
At the end of the day, they came for what they got.
He's got two halves of items completed in both the Haunting guys and the Seeker's arm guard, as well as the Nashers, but outside of the single kill and the single assist has not really been a super relevant threat. Got some tanky members to do it. They have to be careful. Mission coming in on the side. Respect the Kiana ultimate, but that's the engage. Venus trying to lock up the jungler. Hook coming in for Kylin. Once again, fails to connect. Venus now running for his life. Crash trying to finish this one off. Blastcone sends him back into the pit, and 3Z's there to dunk him down. The alley-oop. Mid lane tower, Unified continuing to scale up, getting scarier and scarier. Have to respect the late game potential of Key. They're going to fish for this one. Mission stepping in. The ultimate from the Kiana gives him such good pit control. Mission, though, instantly just going to get deleted. Hani going to snipe that one out. One shot, one kill, making it look easy. The rest of the team now stepping forward. The Baron getting lower and lower. They're mixing them up. They've got split focus. He goes into the pit, but the Gragas going to grab it in the end, and now it's an absolute wipe. 3Z in the pit, in the death realm, focusing on DNK. Is going to look to take him down, but I don't think he can handle the rest of the team. He pulls him back. He's going to get one more onto Venus, but it's not enough. It is the Baron going over.
Just queued 232 damage Kiana. That's a Baron.
Also on a level 6 Pyke, someone you expect to be able to follow up, but it's not there this time around. Hani has to be careful, but easy for Artifact to just keep sieging. Hani taking the brunt of a lot of these cooldowns, but there's just not any follow-up whatsoever from the side of HKA.
And there's just no respect for...
This is, once again, raw determination. The first Baron didn't work, try it again. The first bot lane push didn't work, try it again. Because 3Z's getting absolutely chunked out. Rampage coming through for Artifact.
And he's the strongest member, the one man that could isolate, potentially do something, but now Inhib going to be broken for free. HKA just backing off. Zero contest here, no reason to. Do they stick around? Do they want to go for the 4 versus 5 end out of the Nexus?
We'll just keep pushing forward, and 3Z comfortable in this 1v1. May not as be comfortable in this 3v1, because there's the body slam. They're knocking him back. The Death Realm comes out just in time. The Gragas setting his sights, but now he's the one who has to run. The rest of the team going to try to cover, but they can't interact with the Gragas. The Mord goes down. Artifact now pushing forward, looking for the reset. The Elise goes up. Now she's going to come down and get knocked out, but now they finally are able to land the hook, but Artifact just input buffers the reset on the jump right out of the base, and Lowkey continue the siege.
Yeah, Baron still spawning in 20 seconds, but what can they do before that point? Kiana was stuck dealing with the waves as they forced that fight. Artifact,
Hook connects. Big damage. Not going to be enough. Celebrity just walks up, hits his buttons. Huge ultimate coming in. It looks like 6 balls on the ground, and Hani's just going to push to end the game. Kaiwing and Unified need to be focused up, but they do not have any mana. Now she does, but it's not going to be enough. In the end, Lowkey barreling into the base. Absolute confidence in the mid game. Now pushing to end the game as the rest of the team just gets absolutely collapsed on, and you wanted it, it's going to be delivered. 1-1, the story of this group.
Just racing.
1-1. And thinking about how this group could possibly resolve, I know I, coming into this, was expecting this group to be a battle between HKA and Lowkey Esports, and really didn't think Mega would make much noise, but even though Mega did lose to HKA, they were in it for a while, so how do we kind of reassess the value of this group?
So here's the gut check on Mega in particular. The last time we saw them, they were just as dominant in their domestic split. In fact, even more so dominant, because again, the team that everyone was backing in the LST was Win, and at